Welcome everybody, welcome to my channel Pegasus, it's time to fly. First of all, Happy New Year. These have been pre-recorded towards the end of 2021, but I'm going to be publishing them just for the new year so that people can really have a close look at what we have coming in for all of us. So before I get to our 2022 and begin, I just wanted to say a couple of things. I think ultimately 2021 has been a year of highs and lows. I mean, speaking personally, it's been a year full of love, full of fun, forming new relationships. And it's been a year of endings and different transformation and that kind of thing. And I think there's been this real collective energy for all of us that coming on the back of 2020, we started January 2021 with we went into a lockdown and there was just this feeling of disconnection. I'm going to be probably mentioning some of that in the readings as we go forward. But I think that disconnection for me is probably a word that might describe how a lot of us have been feeling in this 2021 year. This year has been what we call from numerology a 5 year. Fives can be very challenging, and I have mentioned some of this on some of my posts. So fives can be this idea of climbing the mountain and having things fall in our pathway to make things that little bit more difficult, or to help us learn and grow, which ultimately is what any transformation is seeking for us to do. It has been a bit of a strange one in terms of this disconnection, because I think we started the year where lots of people were working from home, and of course we've now gone back into that towards the end of this year as we close. So there was this feeling of disconnection, and then coming out of it and this idea of unity, celebrations and love, and trying to get back to what we were considering as normal life for all of us, I suppose. And then quickly we fell into that sense of normality again, and now we're being sort of pulled back into this idea of distance. I just sort of wanted to mention that and mention the energy of that, and that, for some it has been a really difficult year. There have been some amazing things that have occurred this year, and sometimes it's good for us to remember that light with that shade as well. And so much hope for us all moving forward as we enter into this new year, which is actually a 6. So what does 6s mean for us then? Well, for me personally, 6 is coming out of a 5. It's this idea of hope and this sense of building something back up that maybe fell away. We're building this stronger, new foundation. And 6s are really prosperous years for love and relationships, any type of relationship. They seek to find calm after the storm of the 5 and present us with more harmonious, cooperative components, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So, I will see you in the readings. Thank you. Welcome Libra to your 2022 readings. I'm recording these in the end part of 2021, so Happy New Year to my Librans. And hope it's been a good year for you, and I hope we bring out some really important messages and some guidance. It's always important to remember that tarot does not seek to tell your future. It seeks to give you guidance and give you some heads up and some scenarios of where things could be heading and what might be some good advice along the way. And I suppose we could all do with some good advice, couldn't we, in the end? So I'm going to start off your reading by reading out a channeled message from Spirit, which is some really good advice and some information about the coming year for you. So firstly they say, they have said, does your external world meet your expectations? So there's a question to ask yourself. When you find your true power, you are in your full balance. Okay, as a Libran, you are all about balancing up the scales. You're all about justice and that equilibrium, I guess, within yourself. They're saying that if the balance cannot be found, you are lost. And this may have felt like this in your recent world. So have you been feeling a little bit lost, Libra? Their message directly to you is weigh up the opportunities that are going to be presented. Open your heart and believe in yourself in 2022. So that's really good advice coming from Spirit for you, I think, Libra, to be fair. If you do enjoy the content and what you have been seeing on the channel previously or during this reading, make sure to like the video. I do really appreciate that. And, you know, appreciate your support in checking out my channel and listening to the readings. So, we're going to start. Before I look at the 12 months of 2022, I'm going to start with my Angel Messages deck. So I'd like you to pose a question or ask a question that really is going to end this year with some clarity so that we can then be guided to get the messages for 2022. So anything that you felt was misunderstood in 2021 or that you wanted more clarity on, ask your question now. Like I said, you can pause the video if you want to think of the question. And the cards will answer that for you. So, Master Ascendants, can you give my lovely Librans the answer to their desired question? Okay, so the cards are asking you to reconsider. Reconsider whatever the topic was or whatever you were asking about. Maybe it's a question of whatever this is, it's not for you. But think about what that reconsider means. It will be different for everybody. And yeah, hope it's the answer you were seeking to find. Okay, King of Cups in our January position. Two of Wands, both in reverse, by the way, for February. Can you give us the cards for this coming year for Libra? Can you give us the cards? Okay. Whoa. We had Wheel of Fortune spin out at quite a rate, so that tells me quite a lot, Libra, and that's pretty cool. In the month of April. What other messages? Just to mention as well that I have done an extensive reshuffle with these cards as well, because I am doing all of the different astrological cards readings. So we have had a very good shuffle. Okay, so do we want... Can you tell us? We've got a lot in reverse, which is telling me that this idea in the start of the reading where they mentioned you were feeling a bit lost. Not standing in your usual power, Libra. So what's been going on in 2021 that's made you feel like you've lost a sense of direction? Cards, can you tell us what we need to see? Virgo actually got this exact Three of Wands in reverse in the same position. Oh, nice. Whoa. Nice, nice, nice. So yeah, there's this feeling of you being a little bit blocked, Libra, and they're giving me that word specifically. Maybe somebody has literally blocked you. It happens a lot these days. Okay. So before we do that, the underlying theme for the whole year on the bottom of your deck is the Seven of Swords. It feels for me that this energy going into the year is you gathering your thoughts. Gathering your thoughts that you know are effective in order for you to move forward, and leaving behind outdated storylines, past events, old mindsets that you now reject. So there's this idea of you learning new things, I think, Libra, in this next year, which is really positive. I think we all want to move forward and hope that we're doing it in the most positive, effective way that we can in order for us to be a success. So moving straight into January, have the King of Cups. In his upright position, this is somebody who's in full control of their emotions. So what are you not emotionally experiencing right now in your life? Okay. It feels like maybe in the past you had been hurt in love, and you are in this energy of deciding that you don't want to get hurt again, so you don't want to experience love again in the same way. But your angel is here to ask you to shine your light and brighten someone else's world. So that feels like somebody else wants to share love with you or wants to experience love with you, and perhaps you've closed yourself down to the idea of this. Was there a relationship was there a potential relationship available to you, Libra, and you were scared to get involved or scared to open your heart in fear of it ending perhaps how a previous relationship had ended? The angels are saying they don't want you to do that. They want you to shine on yourself and the person involved. This could be a really amazing union. This could be somebody significant in your life. And this also could bring a lot of light to life. A lot of happiness. It could take you out of this feeling of being lost. So in January, be careful not to let these old thought processes that we talked about, the theme of your year, don't let them rule your future. Let the past stay in the past and let the future be unravelled. Okay, in January we have the Two of Wands in reverse. Okay, yeah, we have the Two of Wands in reverse with the Heart Angel card. So again, this feels like this is really going in the loving direction. But again, if this work you're inquiring about, it feels like you don't want to go backwards anymore, and you've decided not to go back to what's happened in the past. You've decided that you now empowered yourself to take control of your life in the manner of which we spoke about. And the angels are saying, let your heart heal the pain and know that there are better things to come. So if this was a bad job scenario that left you feeling very low in your energy and it was a little bit toxic, it's now saying that in February you're in a position to move away from that, or to at least leave the energy in the past and not let it affect you. If this is in love, on the back of this opening card that I spoke about for January, this is really asking you to end the past. And it feels like it's not even asking you to. It feels like that's your energy. These are fire. This is a fire energy. So this is Aries, Leo or Sagittarius energy. And it feels like I don't need that anymore. That's not serving me well. I'm going to open my heart, be in my heart space, and try to move forward to the unknown. And February feels like there's opportunities for love, again, as well as January. But this is a real time of you doing some healing and coming into your own balance. So this feels like, the cards just dropped then when I was doing that. So it feels like you're dropping this old energy. And that's really, really going to be needed. You need to drop that. Let go of all of this old stuff. Okay. For March, you have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Again, this reversal, if it was in the upright, it would mean love coming into your life, you accepting it, it being full, it being a gift, and you understanding that this is a gift and you moving forward with it. But in reverse, there's still this sense of healing going on. But that's not a bad thing. That's actually a very good thing. Because what it's saying is, I want to do the necessary healing before I invite somebody else into my life. Invite the loving energy which I seek. Because you do seek it. Even if you seems like you were closed off in your January energy, I think that's just because you've been hurt and confused. I think deep down you probably wouldn't tell anybody else this, but the truth is there is love there, and you still want to experience that love in your life. But for whatever reason, you've understood that needed to come to an end at that point within that, because that was what was necessary for this healing to now happen. You've then got the angel card of family. The angel of family are with you today. Now this feels like your ancestors, ancestral lines, loved ones in spirit, people with spirit guides, people are around you, your spirit team. It's like they're cheerleading you at the moment, Libra. They're saying, come on, we can see what's round the corner for you, and it's looking pretty good. So we want you to aim high, be open, and we're kind of going to guide you through it, and we're going to deliver on it. March is going to be a time for real faith that the energy's changing and that you're changing. You're going to feel surrounded by people that love you as well, and you're going to just have this idea of your cup being full. It's like your reserves are high when you have this support and you have this love. It's like there are people fighting for you, people in your corner, and they want you to be happy, and they want you to have love in your life, because they know that that's actually what you really desire. Okay, moving into March, it feels like this is, I don't want to say coming full circle, because the Wheel of Fortune, of course, is one big circle, and this circle is what goes up must come down. It's like within duality, for us to know heartache, we have to experience it, that, and then on the other side is love and joy and abundance of love. The Wheel of Fortune's coming in, so something is coming your way. The tides are turning, the clouds are clearing. You are coming into this sense of knowing something's changing, your thought process is changing, and the universe is coming into alignment with you, and it's starting to say, okay, we are, now that you're lining up with the right thought processes, we're going to meet you halfway. Okay, you have the Angel of Perfect. Your angel is perfect but doesn't expect you to be. So things in life don't always turn out how we want them to, and we're not always able to see ourselves as being enough. So has there been some room for self-esteem to be something that you build upon? You really need to start loving yourself a little bit more, I think, Libra. Because I think this perfect card, they're telling me the energy within you has been that everything has to just be right. If this person doesn't do that, or they don't do that, then that's not what I want. That's not what I'm looking for. That doesn't fit in with my lifestyle. Perhaps you are going to meet somebody and these tables are going to turn, and this person doesn't look like your usual type. They don't sound like your usual type. You've not met them in the way that you've met people previously. But that doesn't mean that this isn't a really good thing, because the Wheel of Fortune is what it says. It denotes the planet Jupiter, which is all good things and fortune and all prosperity coming into play for us. I think April is going to be a really good month for you, Libra. Moving into May, we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this is another really good card, because this is talking about your mindset. And this is talking about the things in your life that you hold dear. In the past, I think you may have held on to things a little bit longer than you should have. Were you in that relationship longer than you should have been before it ended? Were you in that job longer than you should have been before you looked for another job? Were you getting yourself into financial difficulty before you understood that you needed to do something about it? Was there some sense of not having security in your life that you didn't quite have a hold on? So obviously then you felt insecure. You didn't feel grounded. Sometimes we can feel like everybody's doing better than we are in life. We're all guilty of doing that at times, Libra, I think. And I think you perhaps were putting way too much emphasis on your peers and your friends and your family, and feeling like you didn't have enough. You weren't achieving what you wanted to. This is saying that in the month of May, you're going to start letting go of those feelings and understanding that what will be will be. The Wheel of Fortune turns, and it's the turn of fate. And often those turn of fate happen when we least expect them. So in May, along with letting go of these perceptions, there's going to be many lessons to be gained from this. Failure is not the end. It is an opportunity to learn in another way. Have you been seeing what lessons have been going on around your reality? Have you been understanding your role in it, Libra? May being the 5th month, fives can feel sort of like we're in a sense of conflict, and this feels like you've been in your own inner conflict in this month. So Spirit is saying, turn that around, Libra, turn it around. Instead of thinking, gosh, this is not going well, or I'm not doing the best I can, maybe turn it around and say, I'm doing my best, I'm not perfect, but I'm learning from my lessons. I'm reaching for a more harmonious life, a more fulfilled life. And the aim of you reaching for that is going to be successful. Okay, now why I say that is in the next month of June, you have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is this idea of wish fulfillment. And you've got the angel card of children in that. So for some of you, maybe this would be that you've been trying to get pregnant, or you've had some worries about your children. And Nine of Cups is now, this energy is emotionally sitting pretty. She or he is kind of celebrating a sense of success on the back of these lessons. Has there been some issues with a child at school, maybe, as well? This could be another thing. And maybe this 9 is significant. This could be 9 years old. This could be they're in year 9. This could be this, in September they go up to another school, or they go up to another year, and there's this feeling that you feel calmer about that. You've let go of some worry, and emotionally you feel happier, more secure, more safe. Because often, obviously, our children, for those of us that have children, are the closest things to us. So when we feel that, when we're worried about them, or we're we fear that they're unhappy, then obviously we take on that energy ourselves, and that could really have explained this blocked energy. This card's just jumped out as well, so I will take it. This is the card, the Angels of Fun. The Angels of Fun are with you today. So in this month of June, you know, and that's also in terms of term months when children break up from school. So there's this idea of having fun and being lighter of spirit with these children around you. Or maybe that could be somebody having a baby in June, or finding out they're pregnant in June. It could be linked to feeling like your dreams have come true, your wishes are complete, because 9 of Cups are about making our wishes on an emotional level complete. And it's about fun, so it's about this light-hearted energy, this release of any turmoil, and really showcasing our hopes and dreams. So going into July, we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Sometimes this can just mean coming into union with something, or with this dream fulfillment that I spoke about here. Because sometimes when it's in the upright, this 9 is a very independent card. It's a very prosperous card, but it's about personal power, personal finances. In reverse, it doesn't mean that finances aren't something that would be, what do they mean? Okay, so in reverse, this 9 of Pentacles is saying that something new is about to start. And given some of the energies I spoke about here, the last 9 months going into the last 10 months have been really difficult. And when I said lost, I am getting this element of a child, a loved one, or somebody very close to you that has gone through a difficult time. And you felt lost because you've not been able to have the power to make everything okay. It's felt like you've not had the security or been able to provide the security for those loved ones that you would have liked to have been able to do. Give us some more energy of the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Can also mean this coming together in your material world. So it can be the end of some of you being independent. So those singles that are now maybe dating or have come into union in a relationship. It's asking you to have enthusiasm about whatever's been started that involves some sort of collaboration. Anything that involves you with other people, children, family, job, friends, finance, something you're doing with somebody else, maybe a partnership, they're asking you to go into with enthusiasm. You feel a little bit scared about whatever this is because it's like the unknown. When the 9 of Pentacles is in reverse and with this card, it's like not feeling in control of something. But sometimes that's a great thing, because that's just blind faith, right? Sometimes we need to go into something with pure blind faith in order to take the risks that we need to. And close something up. Okay. Going into August, we have the 10 of Swords. This 10 of Swords feels like you've been attacked in some way, or betrayed, or let down, or you've just convinced yourself that a situation is worse than it really is. You have the Nature card with this. The angels of nature are with you today. So it's asking you to ground your energy, I think, maybe in nature. Maybe your brain has been scattered, your thoughts have been scattered, you've needed to go outside, be in nature, do something fun, go and get some vitamin D. It feels very dark. It feels like some of us have been working from home, and sometimes when you're working from home and spending a lot of time, you begin to feel a little bit isolated. This card is telling me that something is going to come to an end in the month of August. Now that could be the end of something bad, something that's played on your mind, and now it's going to be completed and it's done. The cycle's done. Get out in nature and enjoy yourself. Take some fresh air. Breathe. Ground yourself in Mother Earth so that you can understand that things are never as bad as they seem. Or sometimes going somewhere outside and getting a new perspective and just taking a deep breath to get you through whatever this circumstance has been for you. Okay. So next you have the Three of Wands, and with this Ten of Swords, it's like you're starting to have some hope and you want to look towards the future. But there's still this residue of this bad feeling from August. And with it being swords and fire, August month has been a mindset or a thought process, and going into September is now like a physical thing. It's now more in your body. Fire sign Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, they're cards of their action orientated. The swords energies are mindset, communication, thought processes. Your fiery energy moving into September is okay, all right then, I've taken the lessons, I've understood. This is what I'm going to do next. I'm going to develop myself, I'm going to learn new things, I'm going to put myself out there, and I am going to be moving dead ahead. Angel card, what else can you tell us about the Three of Wands for a month of September? What guidance can you give to my lovely Librans? Okay, Okay, so when it's saying move forward with integrity, the angels are saying. Make this word an integral part of you. Have you been aware that some of what has happened you have also played a role in? Have you acted with integrity? Or do you feel like somebody else really important in your life hasn't acted with integrity? Maybe this is a case now that you're identifying this and you seek to move towards something more tangible, something more real, somebody with more honesty, somebody who delivers on what they say they're going to do, somebody that walks the walk as well as talk the talk. And your fiery energy is going towards notions of that or decision making of that kind, more action orientated than you staying in your head. There's a lot of earth signs throughout your year actually. There's some fire, but there's more earth. So it feels like more than anything you are going to need to ground yourself this year, Libra. Now by grounding, I mean it's like being calm. It's like calming your mind. Some people do meditation, some people sit quietly, some people read, some people, whatever your thing is. Meditation works for me. I really should do more of it than I do. But what it does, it quietens your mind to such an extent that the clarity that you need in life to think in a productive way is just much easier. Otherwise, the day-to-day things just whirl around your head and sometimes make it difficult for us to see clearly. So going into October, we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is a really great card. I love the Ten of Pentacles, Libra. This is looking good now. We're cooking on gas now. We're coming out of this energy. And this Ten of Pentacles is the completion. And this card for me is having everything. Having security, stability, people in our lives that we love. There's generations in this card, so it's good balance for family. Our pets are in there. Good grounding. A good month for having a good time and feeling good about our lives. You have this with the Angel of Strength. So it took a lot of strength to get you to this Ten of Pentacles, I feel. There's been a bit of a road to get to where we are now, but we're now looking into more blue sky area. I think it also is telling you that you've identified that it's your ability and your strength that's got you where you are at this point of the year. And, you know, you should be really looking at the success of that and telling yourself how well you've done, because you've done really well to get to this point. You've had some difficult barriers to get over, I'd say. Going into November, we have the Page of Pentacles. This young energy seeks to teach you something new. It wants to teach you something new about your life. So now you have these 10 of Pentacles. Within numerology, it goes to 10, and then 10 is 1 plus 0, and that gives us our 1. So it's like we've derived the success of the 10 of Pentacles, and we're now moving into the Page. So we're looking to learn something new from the lessons that got us to the 10, so we can understand ourselves better. This is also can be a younger person, can be male or female, because this could be that child again that I spoke about earlier. It's asking for you to show tenderness. Now, whether this is the inner child within you that you need to be more tender towards and understanding towards and loving, or whether this is materially a child in your life or children that you feel that you've needed to focus on in order for them to flourish. But also, this card tells me, next to the 10, that if you're in a place of stability yourself and you are living your life in a balanced, healthy way, your children are learning that from you all the time. Children learn these lessons from us constantly. So it's saying be a good example to these young people in your life. Show them tenderness, show them love, so that they can then communicate love in their lives and, you know, ultimately in their adult lives as they grow up. We learn from our parents. We learn how to love. We learn the style of love. We learn the language of it, and how we feel loved is really important for us to be whole, fulfilled human beings. So that's in the month of November. Going into December, we have this gift, this Ace of Wands. Now this can be, it's quite phallic, isn't it? I always say that. You could say I focused on this nature of these phallic emblems. So this can be very sex orientated, desire orientated. Again, fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So for those singles, this could be a fire sign coming into your energy in December. Or this could be a gift from God in terms of your energy and your drive. Are you being driven towards a new goal or something really amazing in life that you'd like to experience? It's saying it's within your reach. Go for it. Be passionate. Show your passion. It means quick movement usually as well. So something could really come in to your energy in December and really fire you up. Okay. What else can we tell? Oh, you've got 2. So you've got the card of kindness and reading. The angel of reading are with you this month. So, are you going to read something that inspires you, makes you feel passionate? Are you going to take on this energy of kindness and love and devotion that this Ace of Wands is really trying to gift you? It's asking you to be open.